manhood.
Finger family represents different family members on different fingers on a hand. Okay, I was kind of able to figure that one out, but...
What are you talking about?
They raise one finger per time on the kid. Okay, so apparently it's that YouTube channel, that Finger Family. Apparently they show somebody extending the middle finger because they're trying to represent one of the family members.
That's not very
What
smart.
the fuck is this channel?
That wasn't very well planned out.
What does any of the things that you just said even mean? Yeah, it's a channel about a hand that represents children?
Yeah, the children channel. Talk to the hand. .youtube.com.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I made it back to one of our power stations.
Good.
First I could get, then I ran out of reinforced iron. I thought I had enough, but you need so much.
I knew I didn't. Yeah.
You can see how I ran into problems trying to run all the coal here.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube used to be a thing for like creators, and then it became the Jimmy Fallon. Then it became Vivo. Then it became the Jimmy Fallon fucking pipeline.
And now it's the children apocalypse.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, despite having so many hyper-popular YouTube channels for kids that were taking over the entire platform, YouTube had the fucking gall to pretend that they don't have any children on their platform because you're not allowed to use it unless you're like 13 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They had the gall to have a YouTube, like, I even found that when I used like the fucking like the smart TV app on somebody else's smart TV, I saw that when you go into YouTube, you choose whether you want to use normal YouTube or YouTube Kids.
Yep.
And they would still be like, but there's no children on YouTube, so we don't have to worry about COPPA.
Yeah.
Like, what if they just fucking waited for that to be a problem, knowing it would the whole time?
Yeah,
such assholes.
When did COPPA even get signed into law? Hasn't that thing been around since the 90s or something?
Yeah, it's older than YouTube. It was always a known thing that was always going to be a problem, and they definitely knew about it.
Jeez.
They just kind of, like, hoped it wouldn't happen. Let's see. I guess this open clearing can be where we put Caterium or something.
Yeah.
There is just this whole area where we just cut down some trees. Do I have any gas for my chainsaw? Do I even hold it? Do I even have a chainsaw anymore?
YouTube Kids is different from YouTube. Yeah, I suppose, but like...
I mean, it's not a different platform.
Yeah.
So no, it's not really that different. You can't go to like the official YouTube Kids website and upload content to YouTube Kids that is just on YouTube Kids, which is a different URL and different servers. Like, it's just YouTube with an ineffective filter. That's with questionable aptitude.
Yeah,
it just tries to filter all of YouTube down to kid-friendly content, and it's wrong a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think that even when ElsaGate was kind of at its height, which I don't really know
all those weird
is,
Spider-Man and Elsa fetish videos were like quote-unquote kids content on YouTube.
Yeah, and people were like, is this appearing on YouTube's Kids? And they were like, oh hell yeah, it's appearing on YouTube Kids. Like it was everywhere.
That's how you got the big subs.
I don't even know, like, honestly, what ended up happening with that. It's so weird to me, and so something that seems, I don't know.
They nowadays they create a thing where you have to say whether or not your content is made for kids.
Yeah,
and if you say yes, they disable the comment section on your videos, and they disable all advertising.
Yeah, so you click that button. That's the button that you say when you're like, I want to do YouTube for charity.
Yeah.
Like,
but I think you can get severely punished if you are obviously making children's content and don't opt into that.
Click on it. Yeah.
So, which leads to a second problem, which is now, I believe all those kids channels then have to try to make their money via like advertising directly to people in a way that's like, it has its own levels of unethicalness for like just endlessly spamming ads at your children to get them to buy your merch.
Which I think that's That's kind of bizarre.
go back on the same
That's
floor,
bizarro
shit.
to me because that was the whole thing that COPPA was trying to prevent was advertising to kids.
Yeah, it's everything's a mess.
Have we researched anything to actually do with Caterium?
No, because we have to. I think I have to check again, but I think the requirement was like a bunch of Caterium ore was needed in order to research the next thing.
Okay. Well, I could grab a bunch of Caterium ore.
Or maybe I don't remember if it was ore or ingots. Anyway, I was trying to set up an area to start smelting Caterium.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we can start making progress down that.
Yeah.
Find out what that's all for. But then I ran out of poles.
At least it wasn't called YouTube Children. I mean, when you describe it that way, it makes it sound like the fucking children of the corn, but it's YouTube.
Welcome to YouTube.
The YouTube children are here. Shh. Don't speak loudly or they'll hear you.
Mm-hmm. The YouTube children are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Here they come. Frolicking in the YouTube fields.
They're here and they're subscribed to Dream.
I'm so fucking.
The Dream thing is so stupid that
Twitter trending is broken honestly, as a concept now.
Yeah.
I'm happy it's not just Trump every day anymore, but now it's always just some YouTube channel you've never heard of with 10 million subscribers has joined Dream's survival multiplayer Minecraft server. And I'm like, that's not news to anyone. A YouTube channel joined a Minecraft server is what trends. Yeah. Sometimes it's like somebody disconnected for 10 minutes and had internet problems, and now it's streaming, and now that's trending on Twitter because like 500,000 people are watching the live stream simultaneously, and some poor guy that works at Twitter has to explain. Like that poor guy at Twitter has to like look up the context for each of these things and do that like brief explanation on each trending thing and explain what inane streamer thing is currently trending. It's so fucking annoying. I knew that
the Dream thing was infuriating to me when, like, looping it back to Numberphile, a kind of auxiliary spin-off channel to, like, the kind of the Numberphile extended canon or whatever, is Matt Parker, who's also, like, an entertainment, like, mathematics YouTuber, put together, like, a video on Dream. And I was like, oh god, if the math channels are talking about Dream now, this is that the really
statistics channel?
Jump the shark. I mean, he does a variety of
I did actually just watch listen to a statistics video that had 2.5 million subscribers that was just about whether or not Dream faked his speedrun. But because it was all stats, I got really bored.
The guy who's like, I'm Matt Parker. And today we're gonna find out if Dream faked his video.
Is this just your Brady voice again?
No, my Brady voice is like, hello, I'm Brady. and Matt Parker is a little bit more like this. And this, honestly, I'm kind of proud of this Matt Parker impression. It's not bad.
Dream
I've watched it. A lot of Matt Parker, apparently.
It was the channel Stand Up Maths.
That's Matt Parker. Yep.
Okay, so I did happen to watch a fucking Matt Parker video today. Because it was suggested to me, and I'm like, people keep bringing up this. I only know about the Dream speedrun controversy because of a Donkey video about it.
Yeah,
that's all I know about it.
That was so funny. Donkey shit posts an entire week of videos, and he's like, "I'm gonna become a drama YouTuber," and then it ends with him actually covering one.
Yeah, but
I respect the hell out of Donkey.
But it was suggested to me. I'm like, okay, fine, let's find out about this, and then it ended. But then I sat through the whole thing while multitasking a bit, and I'm like, I didn't actually take much of anything in here. It's basically just a very long math breakdown about how it's statistically improbable that the thing happened, and that's it. But like,
so
maybe stats
though.
people have
hang on.
What?
I'm at the space elevator. How do I make the space elevator stuff appear on the right side?
What?
I'm at the space elevator, and we have a project. So there's nothing else for us to research at our current tiers. We need to unlock tier 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So how do I make the space elevator's materials appear on the right side?
Appear on the right side?
Yeah, like a trackable goal.
You can't.
Okay, fucking
It's,
great.
it's very
That's what I
annoying. You just have to
figured.
memorize what's going to the space elevator and then like
Okay.
run the tracks to them so that it feeds them into it. At least that's clearly
Okay,
the
so
implication, because you can only put stuff into it via like
Yeah.
conveyors.
Okay, so it's
And I think
smart
we're-
plating, versatile
we're-
frameworks, and automated wiring.
Yeah, I think we're we're finally making all of those things, except the fact that it's all in our shitty steel building that sucks still.
Yep.
So ideally, we'll still scale up more, but that's
Yeah,
like that's our
okay.
next goal, is to finish that. But
Anyway,
I don't know. Maybe maybe real statistics people will have more opinions about the stuff that then they can try to explain to me why it totally means something, and then I'll still probably not take it. Like you trying to explain options to me. But I'm like, all of this is just a bunch of. It's ultimately just a bunch of like screwing around where you like repeatedly explain how improbable this outcome is. But the way that probability works is that no matter what, it's still technically possible.
right.
So like all these statistics arguments are trying to essentially argue that that what happened was impossible and he
Well-
must have cheated, but it still ultimately amounts to something that still could have happened and was still possible.
Yeah. But any reasonable person will say, yeah, this never happened. It also doesn't really fucking matter.
I mean, I'm statistically improbable. I'm there's one of me.
Okay.
I just think like of all
And it's the
like
most special one of you of all.
I just feel like improbable things just do happen sometimes. I don't know, the controversy is weird, but I guess speedrunners also take that stuff really seriously because they wrote like a fucking like 500-page dissertation about it, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
I understand the
I guess it's like
speedrunners
writing a
taking it
game facts
seriously.
guide for a game you like. Like some
Yeah.
people just choose to obsess over certain things, and even
Yeah.
they know that it's kind of pointless, and that's just like, it's fine. Hello.
I remember somebody on Reddit like left a comment where they're talking about like the Dream controversy, I guess, where they were saying like they asked their kid what their kid thought about like Dream cheating, and the kid just shrugged and said like, who cares, I'm still gonna watch him. And I was like, well, there you go. But then this person made actually a really good point when they said kids cheat at games all the fucking time and they don't care. Like a lot of young kids just don't care about rules in games because they don't really understand
The idea
or
that the fun
necessarily
comes from like
value.
understanding and defeating a rule set or something.
exactly. So they're just
Yeah.
like, because they're like, how many kids games are there that you
That's
play?
why
and the
when they're
kids
playing
change the rules
make
within
believe
3
beat each
minutes?
other up, think like, I got a force field now. Well, I've got an anti-force
Exactly.
field sword. Well, I can fly.
Yeah, exactly. So they were saying that that's just what kids do, so they just don't really see that it's a problem that he cheated because they don't value it. I thought that was super interesting. And also very, very slightly super fucking annoying, but also in a way of like, well, there's nothing you can do about that.
There we go. I needed 150 ore. That's what it was. Now we've researched ingots. Now I can smelt it. And the next tier is to put the smelted ingots into the MAM. This is a little annoying because I'm just running back and forth a lot.
I've been following you because I've been trying to do the same thing, but it's okay because you know what? I just smelted a Caterium ingot because I'm right next to the thing.
I can turn the
We need to
smelter
make
on.
50. Okay.
Did you ever
That's
finish
probably
running
not-
your track?
Yeah, it's over there as well.
Where is it?
Yeah. It's like running in parallel to yours. It's just like lower on the ground. Like yours is a tall boy and mine's a short, squat Danny DeVito-esque conveyor belt system.
Need a giant condom for my magnum dong. Oh, there it is. Why doesn't the ore reach the end of the track?
I don't know. Why doesn't anything happen to anybody ever?
Oh,
Smartum.
weird. How'd you do that? Wait.
How to do what? I don't know what I did. Was it good? Because if so, then I'm proud of it. And if it's bad, it was probably a bug.
Weird. The final segment of the ore just wasn't connected to the rest of the track. Or the final section of the track wasn't connected to the rest of the track.
Oh, I don't know.
So your ore,
kind of abandoned it.
Your ore was just stopping midway through when there was clearly more track left, and I couldn't figure out why it just was ending. Like why isn't it finishing the trip?
That was actually probably legit. I was shit posting earlier. That's probably actually legitimately a bug.
Like somehow your last segment had a gap before it or something. I think.
Yeah.
Weird. We're breaking rules today.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's good enough for Dream, it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I have very, very low standards for myself, apparently.
Yeah, I'm really out of touch with YouTube, which is funny because
that's pretty
it's
hilarious.
my job.
But it really mostly speaks to the fact that YouTube is staggeringly huge, like way beyond like our thoughts of like what it was. I'll find a YouTube channel that I've never ever heard of in my life. It'll have like 30 million subscribers. I'll be like, what the fuck? Where was the? What is the? What?
Yeah, like suddenly we have like corpse husband. And I'm like,
what is that?
Where the fuck did you come from?
Good.
It is a worrying sounding name. It's basically just a guy with a really, really deep voice who plays Among Us. I think he's famous for Among Us videos. And I think he might have health problems. I haven't looked very deep into it. He had a music controversy, and he just keeps coming up on.
So
he just keeps coming up on like YouTube news, and I'm like, okay.
It's so frustrating.
Here's another
when, like,
one with
third
that's
or
so
fourth,
successful.
Yeah. It's like the third or fourth description about somebody is like, and he has a controversy. Of like, okay.
Well, his was that the controversy, I think, was that his music was being refused access to like Spotify playlists, which is how they're promoted. That's how most music's promoted on the platform, I guess. And so it's like, why is he exempted? Like he's not a real artist or whatever, as I think was the idea. But for me, the takeaways was usually like, another one? Who's this guy? I gotta go read on this guy now.
All right. Next up, we need 500 yellow pea-colored wire, which just requires a bunch of ingots.
Every now and then you hear about a new channel and you're like, oh, they're neat. But a lot of times it's like, this channel appeals to 12-year-olds. And that's why you've never heard of them before. It's because their entire market is built around appealing to very young people, which is also why every time they sneeze, it goes viral on Twitter. Yeah. What else are they going to do? They can't go to school. They're just going to be really hyped about a Minecraft match that happened. I just called it a Minecraft match. I'm completely out of touch. I'm a mess. I'm a disaster. I need to find a chainsaw because there's too many trees.
But I was trying to think of like annoying songs that like appeal to kids to make my former manager sing. I was like, well, it used to be Let It Go, but I don't know any songs now, so I just said there's probably something called like the Fortnite song or something. So just do that one.
Captain Sparkles.
Yeah, they've been around for ages, right? He used to do a Minecraft, and now
he used to have the Minecraft parody songs that were like Source Filmmaker edited or something.
Maybe.
And they were all parodies of songs. And I was out of touch already with a lot of stuff. So they were all parodies of pop songs that I didn't know. And so I didn't even know they were parodies of pop songs. I just thought they were not very good songs.
Yeah, I mean, I heard like the Minecraft, like I could forge my sword song or whatever. And it was I didn't even realize that was made by Tobuscus.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know who Tobuscus is. And I found that song like 4 years after it came out.
I think he turned out to be a sex pest.
Yeah, I was gonna say in that time, Tobuscus like had become a little bit of a cad,
Everyone noticeably stopped mentioning him.
Yeah.
that used to associate with it. I'm like, oh, okay, another one of these. Here we go.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I've already shared Jose with Bird, specifically because he's a leftist channel and has his exact bird as an avatar.
I don't. What?
You don't remember this?
Jose is. No.
It's a political channel that also does reviews of sitcoms and stuff, like retrospectives, and their thumbnail is also a blue jay.
Oh, okay.
And so when you first got your avatar, I was like, "Fucking look at this!" Because it's just like this. It's like it's almost the same picture.
Yeah, I need to remake it because it's a little too generic. Add it to the pile.
You gotta give it a little lightning
up...
stripe. Make it do a Fortnite dance to appeal to the chillins.
Yeah, sounds great. I'll get right on that after I finish making up work for myself to do at work because there's not enough work to do at work.
That's a real confusing problem.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a real confusing problem because normal people would never have this problem.
Yeah, what normal people create more work for themselves the socially mature way, which is to monetize their hobbies. What is this? I want more work from the Best Buy I work at problem. What the fuck is that?
Oh, man.
Come at me,
well, I mean, if you want to talk
spaghetti.
about that and go into the game dev stuff.
There's a lot of smelting set up for a place that's not even doing anything yet. Woohoo!
Yeah.
You want to talk about your game dev stuff? It's always a mystery. It's always interesting.
It is a mystery because I don't look at it.
I don't know anything about it usually.
Yeah.
Also, I simultaneously hear I hear two things from you on occasion, which only adds to the mystery. Because the two versions of the game dev are, I'm gonna make a better Jackbox and I'm gonna make a better Bloodborne, and those are incompatible concepts.
Yeah, well, the better Jackbox is actually I'm almost done writing all the code for it. If you can fucking believe that, I started this thing almost last year. And then I took a couple of months of a hiatus, and I don't remember why, but I think it was something to do with COVID, and then also, I don't even remember. I just felt uninspired to keep working on it. But then I basically just started working on it every single day since August, and I'm finally almost done with it, and I'm like, I didn't think I'd get this far.
It's neat.
But, yeah,
I feel like it'd be so gratifying to have like a game under your belt.
Yeah, it would be pretty awesome.
It's just so terrifying that I would never try.
It's probably the hardest thing I've ever tried to take on in my entire life.
Instead, I'd just be like, I just gotta get Game Grumps popular and become a publisher.
It's such a huge undertaking that there are literally portions of things that I've done that I have to come back to and look at, and I don't remember having ever done them.
Damn.
Like, not like, oh, I knew that I did this. I just don't remember exactly how it fits together. No.
Instead, you're like, what fugue state did this come from? Did somebody break into my house?
It's so weird.
You already did the aura thing. Gotcha.
Yeah, getting up to that, like, scope.
Are you just handcrafting quick wire right now?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Jesus.
I mean, I was able to complain about game dev at the same time, so...
Yeah. It looks like it's going to give us inventory slots, too.
Yeah, I'm not doing that one. I'm trying to go deeper into the tree. Because I want to see what stuff gets unlocked, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, this is what I was hoping, was I was going to give us a
an
couple
AI limiter.
Blade Runner!
That implies we already have AI. But now we're gonna limit them.
Ooh, smart splitter.
Like a control bolt on a droid.
Yeah.
Blade Runners. That's what you're talking about. The ability to run faster.
Okay, it's gonna take 5 minutes to research that, but I just started it. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna put
there's Power Poles Mark II.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the quick wire just into the chest over here. So We can.
Yeah, I'll also put my ingots that I was holding in there.
Yep.
I have some more
later. It's the game I'm making called Better Jackborn.
Better Jackborn, and I don't care.
That's awful.
Better Jackborn, and I don't care.
But yeah, I'm reaching the point where the code is done, and then that's kind of exciting, but also concerning because it then becomes like, oh shit, now I have to make a bunch of art and write music and make sound effects. Ah, fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and it's not. It's gonna be all
just
the art.
Beatbox
It's not
every
like,
sound yourself.
Yeah, there's games that do that. It's actually kind of cool. But anyway, it's sort of like, it's like, oh, cool. You get to make art for a video game. You get to like draw a character or like make a logo or something. It's like, nah, dude, you're gonna spend like 4 weeks making buttons, and not even like multiple buttons. It's gonna be like 2 buttons, and you have to make them look perfect.
Because you have to make every interface element yourself.
Yeah, because if the buttons don't look right, then people aren't going to see it, and they're gonna like not know how it works. Because just because you think that the button is very clear does not make it so.
Yeah, and that I feel like I'd obsess over that because I hate so many bad interfaces in games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get completely fixated on that.
Yep.
Instead of putting ores in here, unless they're an ore we haven't researched yet, like I put the ores we haven't researched yet in here, but if you have like a handful of like coal or whatever that you're trying to get rid of, put them in the coupon machine.
Oh yeah.
That'll process it. Because the whole reason we're trying to get the whole reason like that whole dumping things happens is because it's like once you grab a handful of ore, you're like, I can't put it back in because everything's processing and full of things. So you're like, how do I get it out of my inventory? You don't want to just throw it on the ground. But instead of that box, if you put it in the coupon machine, it'll process it into stuff.
Okay.
And that works better. So whenever I tear up like a track and that was full of copper ore or whatever, I just throw it in here.
Okay.
That works out. Our benefit. But you can't put organic in here. Yeah, don't do that.
You can't put alien.
And don't put bauxite in there because we still need to research bauxite. But yeah, Caterium we're done with.
Well, how come? I'm just trying to contribute the way that you told me to contribute, but I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah, because you didn't listen to all the things I said. Because you
didn't finish saying them before I started doing it.
No, because I preemptively said like the ores we don't have to research.
I thought we researched bauxite.
We're not using bauxite for anything yet, so it must be for something.
Right.
I don't think there's even bauxite in our box yet, ironically. Our box site. But you also, for some reason, it can't do organic material, so you can't put alien parts in there. I think you can't put grass and stuff in there. But we have a grass place.
Yeah, well, I mean,
because you just put them in our power maker.
Okay, so we should have a shit ton more coal coming in and ready to go. However,
that's good because we gotta fix our steel.
So the thing is, I don't know how much iron ore we got coming in here. That's kind of the next scary thing. Yep,
but it's not so bad because we have our solution kind of already. So we can because we're in a situation where we can turn all of those miners, which are probably making more than a track can carry. We can do the 3 split thing.
Yep.
Where you put a Mark III down and then split them, and then you have to run those tracks, the second track of each split, all the way down here.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a good sources of additional iron coming in.
Yeah.
We got that going on at least. Let's see. That's what I want to do. I want to create a hypertube that takes us to the space elevator because climbing there sucks.
That's gonna work real well. You're not gonna splat into the fucking wall with that approach.
The hypertubes aren't dangerous until you do the stupid glitch.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a good point. You meant to use the hypertubes the way they're meant to be played.
Yeah, they don't.
The fun hypertube.
The hypertubes don't normally do that. We did that. We're like, look at this new tool that's useful to us. How do I ruin this? Just completely. I need rotors. Yep.
bird looks like he who must not be named. What?
Voldemort?
I have a nose. I'm not Voldemort.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Maybe
What?
he's just saying you look like a talented actor. There's people like that guy.
Oh, I forgot. I can always assume people are complimenting me. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
instead
you
of insulting
for that
you.
reminder.
What's
okay,
that like?
Good. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know what to do right now. What seems like a good use of time?
Set up our Caterium so it's making quick wire, I guess.
That seems fun.
Right now we're just smelting Caterium and we're not building anything out of it.
Yeah, we're only smelting, not delting.
Ha 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 ha. I don't tell which
you.
way this fucking entrance goes.
I slept on my elbow funny, and so my left arm has been hurting for like 4 days, and I'm like, fucking human body. Come on, man. This shit's so bullshit.
It's always out to get you. Never on your side. Every single night is just like a reset on like what your roguelike fucking debuff is for the day. It's like, oh yeah? How's it gonna fuck me today? Oh, today I get to deal with this problem. Great. Love it. Thank
apparently
you.
I've just been re-rolling into elbow pain every single day for the past week.
Today your
I'm
neck
like,
hurts, but only when you look left.
Like, I have slept like 4 times since this happened. How is this still an issue? I thought that basically was like a nice reset, but nope, that's only for the good things.
Nope. Yeah, it's getting older is just getting infuriating. Usually used to the idea that every day you just have random shitty feelings to like just work through. It's like, cool.
I'm not 100% sure if that's normal.
Well, it's just like, oh, today I slept slightly worse, so I'm just gonna be tired today. And then, oh, today my neck hurts. Cool. Get to deal with that the whole time. Like, it's just one thing after, like, every day it's just a different RNG problem, and you're like, cool, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you chose this one for me. I really wish you could tell which way Hypertubes are facing when you place them.
You can. It's based off the antenna, so you basically can.
Yeah, but they should have just put an arrow like they do with everything else.
No, they should have made it good instead of that. I agree.
There we go.
Okay, so you're gonna make some Caterium ingots, and then you're gonna do some power line. Go right here. And that goes to me. Oh, there we go.
Whee! Every time I do it, it feels like the game might die. Hypertubes.
Alrighty, so we are currently making quick wire. Why
Chat says that the secret to making a video game is to avoid having graphics.
I'm not gonna dwarf fortress it. Are you kidding me? Jeez.
I keep accidentally going through the Hypertube now. I didn't have an end goal for wire. Well, I guess you can keep researching the next thing of the wire tree every time you can make more wire, and then you can make whatever we research out of that. But I haven't looked at it very closely because I'm looking at, let's see, we need, smart plating, versatile framework, and automated wiring. 500, 500, 100. Let's see how much I have in my boxes. Maybe I can just jam them in there. Like a punk. Would you believe we were making we were already making like smart plating or whatever it was, like all the way back before we had a Sam's Club? Like that goal's almost done.
I didn't understand what you just said, so I heard, did you realize that we were making smart plating back before we had a Sam's Club?
Yeah, like our big building, our first big building.
Oh, you actually meant that. Okay.
Yeah. Before our first big building even existed, we'd almost finished the first of the 3 goals for our current thing on the space elevator, and then I unplugged it because we were going on to make the super base. And then it took us a very long time to get to the point where we had the top floor that was finally making the smart plating again. But it just wasn't relevant. But I think the top floor makes that now.
All right, so what's 45 divided by 3?
15.
That's 15. That is correct. I don't know why I couldn't think of that for a second, but then I was like, for whatever reason, I was thinking
damn it,
36.
ladders. Maybe I'll just make hypertubes that between every single floor of every single building that just go to the next floor.
Yeah, I like that idea, except for the parts that I hate, which are all of it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No! God damn it. These things only stack 50 at a time, so they filled up my inventory when I was trying to pick up 500. We have them. I could also have like especially if we had signs, I could number them, and it would be like, this hypertube takes you to the floor with the rotors, and then you'd go into it. That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
But this game doesn't have Minecraft level like wooden signs for labeling, as far as I can tell.
Hey man, those are expensive art assets to make. Okay, you think we got sign money?
All we have at most is beacons, and that's just not enough. Especially since the moment you start trying to labeling everything, it'll be this unreadable sludge of random icons on your compass, and you can't use any of it.
Let's tear this up. Yeah. Okay, and then I press this button to pull the constructor down. I'm gonna play the video game. I remember all the controls and the buttons.
You did it.
I did. Ah,
Congratulations. I already forgot the numbers. I should write these down.
I've thought about that, but then I realized the pencil is too far away from me to do that, so then I don't.
So 125, 100, 100, okay. If I can even remember what they are by the time I get to my destination. Yeah, it's really unfortunate you can't track your space elevator goal.
Yeah, I know. That's very, very frustrating. And it seems kind of arbitrary because you can track pretty much anything in this game. Why that? Why is that one the bad one?
Oop. Hey, the manta ray is back. All in a day. All for you. Trek across the space. It'll be just like they say. Ooh, 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 yeah. Baby.
Gonna just wait for that to pass.
Are we even making automated wires? Or thingamajig things?
No, because those don't exist, but, you know,
Automated
could
something.
make them if they existed. Dumb.
Already forgetting what I was here for.
But
Partly.
oh.
I need to get this stuff off my screen. Ah, shit.
Oh man, I need to get that stuff off my screen. Oh shit, that's an animated right there. Quick, somebody hop on that. That's gold.
Hey, we've had a good episode up until now. Like
we had a good episode, right?
We've put our work in.
Shut off.
I'm trying to get resources.
Mm-hmm.
I have work to do. You would understand, Dad. There it is, 100 automated wiring.
Things? Okay. Yep, so we are indeed making a bunch of the quicksilvery,
Oh yeah.
quick wire.
Luigi #1. I think I have everything in my inventory to finish the space elevator tier.
Okay.
I just need to go run over and
Really?
find out. Ow.
Because there's a lot.
We were making it all. We were making all of it and jamming it
shit,
into
you're
boxes.
right, we were.
Yeah, no,
We were making all that stuff.
My like the steel building had at least one constructor making each tier of thing, and then mostly just jamming them in a box because we don't have anywhere to send them yet. I could have ran a track all the way from there to the space elevator, which is clearly the intention, but it's not that much stuff. You can just fit it in your inventory.
Uh-oh, that wasn't a good sound. Oh, that wasn't a good sound.
Did we run out of power or something? Is that what the sound was?
That's our power down.
How?
What happened?
Why did our power... Whoa. Are you looking at the power graph right now?
Yeah.
What happened?
What we went from like 1800 capacity to
what's going on with our
1300.
what's going on our power where it drops from like 1400 down to like 1000?
I don't know. It's
This,
not
like,
great. I'm gonna turn it back on. That should work.
That chart used to be more consistent before, right?
I'm not sure, but I liked it when it was.
Whoa. Yeah, that's danger. We gotta revise that before it shuts down over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
so
put that shit in the
look at
space
it. Look at it
elevator.
now. Look at it now. See how it's a flat line?
Yeah.
That means that whatever's going on here is probably that there's an inconsistent coal supply.
Yes, absolutely.
Because while it was down, the coal backed up, and now it's a straight line. So we need to double check our power supply on coal. Make sure it's all filling up.
I'm not looking forward to it.
I'll go over to, especially since the stream's about to end, I'll go over to the glory coal, and I'll double up on. I'll do the split trick on all of them, so there's just more coal in the system. Want to see the elevators launch? It's time. I touched the tube again. It's really startling.
Okay, I'm coming up there.
You up here? Are you taking
One
the?
second, there's a big ass ladder.
Don't take the ladder. I got a tube.
I'm not anywhere near the tube. The tube's over there. Okay.
It's a small platform. There's not a lot of places for the tube to be. Have you ever pulled the lever before?
I didn't. There's a lot of different Sam's Club-esque looking buildings around
power's
here.
off again.
It's fine. I fixed it.
Have you ever gotten to pull the lever before on the space elevator?
Not this playthrough. I'm gonna do it this time.
Yeah, let's do it. Do it. I don't know why there's multiple steps to it. I guess just to make it seem really cool and dramatic.
Well, the power died in the middle.
Remember when that wasn't going to be a problem? That sure stopped being true immediately in one session.
Oh shit! It's actually a race against time because it reset the steel status. There we go.
There it goes. New project assembly phase framework. That looks cool. I don't remember it being so red. Skadoosh.
Bye. It looks like one of those things that is one of those drop rides. I think I probably have made that joke at least 3 times at this point.
I'll never get on one of those. I'm terrified of them. Yeah, it keeps shutting off. Our base is in trouble. Shit balls. Did you just jump off? Oh no.
Oh wow, that was enough.
What was enough?
To fall, damage die. Damn it, it had to happen at least one time this stream. Everyone get it out of their
You thought you could survive this session. I'm gonna delete my ladder because I hate it. And we have a better thing now. And maybe it'll help with our power consumption. That's what ladders do, right? I've literally replaced it with something that requires power.
Supposed to go in the tube. The tube, it's a one-way tube. It's a tube. Look at the tube. It's sucking in the air from this direction, and I'm not on that direction.
What?
I know how they're telling me that I should have gone through the tube the wrong ways, but I can't. Right?
The tube
it's a
goes.
one-way tube.
No, the tube goes both ways.
No, it fucking doesn't.
Yeah, I just came out of it.
Okay, I'm going into the tube, which...
Yeah, I put an entrance on both sides. That's how they work. That's all you have to do to make it work on both sides. You just have to power both ends.
God damn it. The only reason that I didn't go in the tube was because the power was out, so the tube stopped working. So I assumed it was a one-way tube.
That's why I was like, oh, the power is out. The tube stopped working. And then he jumped off the cliff and died.
I thought that the tube was a one-way tube. I didn't realize it was a two-way tube. Have you ever even heard of a two-way tube?
That's most tubes, I think.
Bullshit. The human body is basically a tube, and stuff generally only flows one direction through that.
It would create some problems if things went the other way.
Yes,
usually.
yes, it would.
Unless.
No.
My stuff sorted. There we go. Well, this is a productive session. Well, except for the part where our base is shutting down every 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't like how it ended, but until then things were going
That's
good.
a fun new problem. At least we can at least look at our research trees. Let's see.
Guess what we need for high-speed connector? We need plastics.
Guess what our next tier is, Bird? Oil processing. We get to make plastic and ruin the planet in an unprecedented way. We also get to make petroleum coke? Is that the real term? Petroleum coke.
Whoa, there's conveyor belts Mark IV. That didn't used to be in the game, did it?
Maybe. We never finished. When we came back for the last update, we never finished it.
Well, maybe. Fuel generator.
Manufacturer.
The fuel generator probably uses Caterium.
I guess we'll find out. Alternative fluid transport. Packaged water. We'll be able to package water instead of having to have all of our coal burners next to water. That means we can scale up all of our coal burning to whatever amount of coal is there and not be limited to what the closest water body is, which is the problem with the bird hole, was that there was one lake that had enough space for one water processor, and that's all you could do, and it was really frustrating.
There's no problems with the bird hole, there's just challenges.
We're gonna get to make gas masks, so that annoying cloud can't fuck with us anymore.
Stupid places.
When do we get to make bombs?
Gas masks require gas filters. They're temporary. They run out. This isn't fucking Metro. You don't need to do that.
Fuel generator. Scanner update for Caterium ore.
Petroleum cocaine.
Allows you to scan Caterium. We already do. I guess it's just
fuel.
Oh, there's the jetpack.
Petroleum coke.
Jetpack in there. The electric locomotive. We're gonna finally have trains.
Wow.
So we can ship in distant coke.
Wow. We had to shoot off science into space 4 times to invent bottled water, but god damn it. We finally done it. We finally done it, boys.
That doesn't make any sense.
And yet I'm right.
It doesn't make any sense, yeah. Admittedly, we're not inventing anything. Because we're already like some kind of international like corporation that has access to space elevators from day one. So we're just like they're just giving us schematics as we scale up for some reason. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's harder to justify the lore in this game than it is in Factorio in certain ways. Where I'm like, I'm not sure what It's like, we're just Samus, and we're being given permission on when we're allowed to like use the next part of our suit each time.
Right.
It's that kind of stuff.
Dump the empty water bottles into the ocean like God intended. What the fuck? You monster.
Like God intended. God wants dolphins to die. It says it right here in the Bible, chapter 12. The Bible has chapters, right?
Chapter 12? The Bible's not even split up into chapters.
Exactly. Wait, the next tier of the space elevator, one of the 3 things it wants is just more versatile frameworks again. The thing we already put into it. But then it wants modular engines and adaptive control units. I didn't die, haha.
God
loser.
Damn it.
Looks like some. Probably because I had full health and you didn't. Because I always eat every time I take damage, which I'm doing right now. Look at all these nuts. I'm just jamming into my face. Just so many nuts. Ah. Alright, that was very rude
I can't
of you.
even. I'm encroaching in others' clearance. I'm assuming because the hypertube entrance is.
God damn it, bird. Oh god, I just went back in. No! Oh, you can turn around.
You what? You can turn around?
You can turn around if you hold S.
Oh. Oh, it's majestic.
It's so
okay.
Fucking weird.
Well, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live.
You like roll up into a little ball so that you can switch directions.
That is super weird. That is super weird. All right, I'm gonna go up with the ladder. You did not tear up the ladder up there, did you?
I did.
Why'd you rely on the hypertube?
I wasn't expecting you to break everything.
I wasn't expecting me to break everything either.
It's fine, it's fixed.
How did you fix it? I wasn't able to do that. Encroach on others' clearance.
Well, look what I did.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I just built under it.
Nice. There. It just isn't very aesthetic anymore, but
yeah, but it works now.
Yeah.
Now I can fix it by deleting it from up here and then replacing it. And apparently I need to put it on a little stand so it won't be broken by your antics.
It's the end of the stream, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly yeet myself with the cannon, but I'm gonna yeet myself a lot less far.
Save.
Fair.
Session 9. There we go. I might have accidentally saved over last session last time and called it 8 again, so I think we're off by 1, but it doesn't matter. I just was naming them by number for some reason.
Oh no! Oh, I got sucked by an early tube.
Wait, did it not send you very far?
I got suckled by an early tube, so I need to go get my stuff.
Oh, you didn't make it to the end, so it didn't fling you as far?
Right. Well, I also didn't want it to do it. At all. It's okay. Like this. Alright. Let's go back to the cannon and do a little mini yeet. A baby yeet.
A babicus yeeticus. I'm gonna delete this one. Now it's like half of a yeet. Let's see where I go.
A yeet?
Whoop.
A yeet.
Oh, am I gonna land on top of that? Oh, that would have been cool. I'm not gonna make it that far. I'm gonna die though. I didn't die. I survived.
Yay.
Oh, this guy's gonna kill me though.
Yeet.
I'm gonna die to wildlife now.
Okay, store all.
One of my ideas was that we would yeet like across the entire continent, and then on the other side,
yeet for peace.
Well, wherever we land and die,
this new base.
We go to where we die, and then we put a jelly landing pad there, and then it just becomes a fast travel system where you can teleport to the other side of the map.
Gotcha.
That's a genuine plan I have at some point. It's like we could just across the map. The only question is whether the only question is whether the physics is consistent enough. Because if we can get it to work, we can totally just have a powered gel thing over there, and then you would just survive the landing, and then you're like, well, now I get to just do this for real. Yeah, now I'm just in the middle of nowhere. This is not the best landing spot. I would have liked to go further than I did.
So you can change directions multiple times in the tube, and you can kind of like do a little balancing act where you try to suspend yourself into the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never truly entering nor leaving. But also the netcode is really bad right now because I think we're super spread out. So I can't tell what the fuck is happening in the tube right now.
I feel like the Stussy still isn't doing anything in this game, and it's just here as like a prank.
Yep.
And yet here I am collecting them every time I find one.
No, I understand. The cool S is important.
It's like the Sommer Sloop and the Mercer work in progress.
Yep.
The Mercer whip is just like a weird Mass Effect looking like globe floating in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to know what we do? And you just keep grabbing them, taking them back to your base, putting them in a box.
God, this is weird. Okay, I'm heading out.
Whoop, there you go. Nope, that wasn't you, that was a leaf.
Whoop, there you go.
I thought I saw you fly through the air, but it was just a leaf.
I am indistinguishable
Did you go in it?
from the leaf. Huh?
Did you give up on flying out of it?
Flying out of what?
The yeet.
Oh, I already did the yeet. I just died when I landed.
Well,
I yodeled just as much as you did. But I died when I
Attempts
landed.
were
But I
made.
was there.
There you go.
Nice.
We all get the ending we deserve. Oh, you actually died? Or did you quit?
No, I just respawned.
Okay.
Now I'm quitting though.
Goodbye. 420
Yeah, sure.
sharp frames.
Oh no! That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a second.
Oh, yes. That'd be impressive if I was streaming 420 frames per second. That'd be very unnecessary.